Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
A sigh of relief for thousands of car crash victims affected by Michigan's reformed auto insurance after a key ruling from the state's high court. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us this Monday. I'm Rhonda Walker, and we do want to get you straight to our headlines. People who were injured in car crashes before the summer of 2019 can still rely on their insurance companies for care. To explain this ruling that just came down, thankfully our business editor Rod Maloney is on top of it for us this noon, and this is certainly a relief for a lot of people.
Well, it certainly brings relief, brings care that they've not been able to get, a lot of them in the 4 years since this has been ongoing. And what happened was on July 2nd, 2019, when they made this change, it essentially set new coverage minimums, or make that maximums for the people who were injured in accidents. People like Vladi Konstantinov, where their money, the Medicare money in particular that was coming to their insurance companies, was being reduced by almost half. And so what it did was it forced a lot of providers out of business because they weren't getting enough money. And when those providers go out of business, the service that the people were getting would oftentimes go away. And these are people who were catastrophically injured. What the Supreme Court is saying here is that when they bought their insurance and they had the unlimited disability that was part of Michigan's no-fault insurance, that was a contract and that they should get that coverage for the rest of their lives, as was the contract. The law changed that. And so now it becomes a big question about what's to happen going forward. But I spoke with Barry Cargill this morning. He is the president and CEO of the Home Care and Hospice Association of Michigan, and he calls this a very significant ruling.
It's a very big day, certainly a big day for the home care providers out there and the medical providers that provide essential services to these catastrophically injured patients. But the real victory here is for the catastrophically injured, those who depend on home care and other medical services to live their daily lives.
And so what we're seeing now is that there are about 15,000 people now who should be able to get coverage, whereas they weren't able to for the last 4 years and have had to figure out what they can do. But again, the problem for a lot of them is that many of these companies providing this service ended up going out of business because they weren't getting paid enough to stay in business. So we're going to have to check that out and see where that's at. In the meantime, there's a big push now for the legislature to pick this back up and fix this one corner of it, because not only are the people who were pre-2019 affected, but also the people who are post-2019. And Mary told me that it was about 3 people a day who have been injured and are not getting this kind of coverage. He wants to see the legislature deal with that as well. Much to talk about. We've reached out to the governor's office, and we're certainly going to see more of where this is headed coming up on Local 4 News at 5. Reporting live, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Thank you, Rod. I know you'll stay on top of it. We are following multiple shootings that happened this morning and over the weekend. We're going to start on the west side of the city, where 3 people were shot in Detroit. Police were sent to Cheyenne Street near Foley about 4 o'clock this morning. All 3 of the victims, 2 men and a woman, are all in stable condition, but police really don't have any information on a possible suspect. And we're working to learn what led up to a deadly shooting that happened hours ago. Police were sent to Roselawn near Fullerton, and officers found a man shot to death just after 1:30 in the morning. If you know anything that can help investigators, you are asked to contact Detroit Police. Detroit Police are also hoping that the public will help identify a person who shot and wounded a double amputee with no legs. It happened on Sunday as he was panhandling near 8 Mile Road in the Southfield Freeway. A man wearing a ski mask walked up to him, and instead of offering the man help, he opened fire. The victim was grazed in the back of the head by the gunshot. Those who live in the area say he is someone that regularly stops in that area, and they can't imagine why anyone would harm him.
We see the older man every day, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I give him some water.
For, that senseless act of violence that happened towards him was terrible.
It was senseless. It was definitely senseless. We hate that had to happen to him, especially so close to home.
After the shooting, the gunman walked to a nearby mobile gas station, and police are reviewing the camera footage there. possibly help identify who that man is. Southfield's police department is investigating a fatal single car crash from Saturday night. It happened at the intersection of 11 Mile and Arlington. 24-year-old woman from Macomb Township was the only person in the car and was killed in the crash. Police say that there is no suspicion of alcohol being a factor, but still waiting on a toxicology report. The case against Ford Next CEO, accused of trying to set $10,000 handbags on fire, has been dismissed. 50-year-old Frank Dominique Louis Victor was accused of being involved in a domestic violence altercation at his home back on July 8th. During the dispute, investigators say that he tried to set 2 high-end handbags on fire. Louis Victor was charged with arson and assault with a dangerous weapon. The case against him has since been dismissed. As former President Donald Trump faces charges and possible new indictments, his political rivals are on the move, focusing on the campaign trail. For more on that, let's get to NBC's Bree Jackson reporting from Washington on the former president's legal troubles.
Former President Donald Trump remains defiant in the face of new charges against him. Meanwhile, his political rivals are warning voters that renominating Trump could spell disaster for the Republican Party. The Mar-a-Lago property manager charged in connection to classified documents found at former President Trump's estate is set to make his first court appearance in Miami today. And his first rally since the latest charges dropped, a defiant Trump blasted the cases against him.
These are ridiculous indictments.
The GOP frontrunner took to social media Sunday, poking fun at his closest Republican rival, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, posting this video with just one word: awkward. DeSantis says he's not taking offense to Trump's tactics.
I think it's just a reminder why there's so many millions of voters who will never vote for him going forward.
Republican presidential candidates are working to shift the focus away from the former president to their stance on issues.
We've got to focus on the things that matter, and things like national security, which includes border security.
We have to move forward. We've got to quit living in the past.
If the Republican Party puts Donald Trump forward as our nominee, we will give 4 more years to Joe Biden on purpose.
As his political opponents ramp up their attacks, President Biden is vacationing at his beach house in Delaware this week. And another indictment against former President Trump could come this week. A grand jury examining 2020 election interference is scheduled to meet on Tuesday. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Now, forewarned weather with exclusive cutting-edge technology to help keep you and your family safe.
Well, we know that our meteorologists were really busy last week, so I'm glad you're taking a little time off and giving us some more mild, quiet weather.
Yeah, and the crews, the line workers needed a break too, so they can restore the power for all of us. Out there, Rhonda, it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We have sunshine galore across southeast Michigan and southwestern Ontario. Beautiful day. A couple of clouds out there, a couple of chances of some spotty showers, but our radar is looking good right now. Of course, you can track along with the ZachTrack 4D radar on the mobile app. Right now, beautiful sight out there, a couple of puffy clouds out there. We have some of those cumulus clouds across the area. It is 79 in Detroit, 74 in Howell, 73 Pontiac, and 75 in Adrian. Those winds light right around 5 to 10 miles per hour, mostly coming out of the north and the northwest. So today, temperatures right around 75 on average across our communities, getting up to about 80 degrees. Some of us just over that. It will be a beautiful day. If you want to track along with all the latest, of course, all you have to do is download the 411 Weather app. And of course, you can get the forecast for your area and track along for those spotty showers. And we're going to talk a little bit more about where some of those showers could pop up in just a few moments.